go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Buddy up! Show the mic, boy. 52. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Box 89. Box 89.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Noah Spence in on the stop.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Switch. Check safety. Later, 8. Jumbo.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Carr gives to Richard, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Colts 32-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Pull it good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You go tight. You're mine. You got tight right there.
Again, it's Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
46-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. See it.
On 1st and 10, Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Again, they'll throw with Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Down. 180. Check 30. Kill, kill. Kill. Check.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Whip.
On second down now. Richard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Down. 185. I got one. You're mine. Check 37.
Carr now on first down. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hey, pick your game up. Check it out.
Richard trying to the right side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third and 4.
Yes! C6. 53 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Hard. Check three. Ready, go.
From the gun on third down. Love. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, baby.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 44, Brissett rolling to his right, and he completes it to Cohen. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Cut. Check 24, check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Richard. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it now. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett, complete to Hilton. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, Richard, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Richard. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, It's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.